Good morning. I'm your friend Scotty Ray along with Odie, and welcome to the fastest hour on the internet or TV or however you want to word it.
I wish they'd have been with us the last 20 minutes.
It was good. It was good. We've had a great time there. We've got a lot of things going on this morning. That girl is in the studio. We could do an aerial shot and see her. She's sitting over there real quiet. Greg's in the house. And we also have our PhD man here. The doctor is in the house. We always have to bring one in. Dr. Alan Brown joins us. Doc, how in the world are you doing today?
I'm doing okay.
It's been a little while since we've seen you.
It has been.
Wrote any new books?
I've got a couple that are going to get released soon.
All right, we are planning a trip. Let me hit this a little bit more. We're all seeing it at the same time. Look at there we are.
Oh, here we are up in the corner.
We're going to have to plan a trip to the High Sheriff's house in Enterprise, Mississippi, to Anthony's haunted mansion that he lives in down there.
Oh, cool.
He's got haunts.
Oh,
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, he doesn't like this. So this is the White House for a day.
Yeah, it was the actual White House of the
Grant
Confederacy.
stayed there. And so,
Grant? I thought it was the Confederacy.
It
but
wasn't Barry, it was the other one.
one of them.
But that's what's coming up. We'll invite you down for that.
Good.
Alan has been on many a ghost hunt with us, and we've had always a blast with that.
Yeah.
And
And you don't like ghostesses.
No. But Alan seems to soothe them down.
Well, I like going on ghost hunts with you because you overreact. You hear a little noise and what's that?
Yeah, he puts on his bulletproof vest.
Don't y'all mess with me. We've bumped into the hairiest legged woman in the state of Mississippi before on these ghost hunts. Alan was there. He's seen her. Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were talking about this girl.
So what brings you to town? What are you here to talk about?
Well, I am here to promote a short play by Ann McKee.
Whew. Glad you said that.
It will be performed tomorrow at the Meridian Railroad Museum at 10 a.m. on 1804 Front Street. The play is about an African-American woman whose name was Susie Glover, and she worked at the Union Railroad Station in the 1930s. And for 5 years, she basically carried suitcases and trunks to and from trains, and then she got promoted to train announcer, and her job was to call out the train destinations and arrival and departure times, and she discovered that her voice didn't carry very well, so she sang out this information. She had a beautiful alto voice, and people would come from miles around just to hear her sing. So she became a local celebrity. And she worked at the train station for 15 years and then disappeared. And we don't know very much about her. That's why this is a short play about her.
Because it kind of makes sense.
It starts and stops.
And, when Ann became executive director of the museum, she found out about this woman and wrote this little vignette. And it has been performed once. It was broadcast on a Jackson television station, WLBT-TV, in February. And this is the second time it will be performed. Admission is $5 for adults. Children are free.
All right. Well, at 10 a.m., train station, downtown Meridian. We can't wait to be there.
Well, I will be there.
All right.
And what do they call what they're having?
Yeah, what's the name of this?
No, I was asking you.
Well, he's got to say it.
He's already said it once.
I thought he said it was a beignet. What'd you call it?
Vignette.
Why you want to call it that? Why not just say play? What?
That's what Ann called it.
We got to have a long talk with her one day.
Well, it sounds fancier.
That's why I said we got to.
That's why Scotty Ray doesn't know about it.
It's a what now?
Vignette.
A like Vinyet, vignette.
That's not even close.
But I think everybody would know what I meant by if you're having a vignette, Vinyet.
That's what was in the parentheses beside the actual spelling.
Vignette. I always read those Clifter for notes.
It was,
Talk about a Vega and a Corvette.
I knew we were going to have fun with that word.
Yeah, I can't even say it yet. Vignette. Is that it? Vignette?
yeah. Never
Okay.
mind.
All right.
I'm going to have to go to PJ's afterwards and get one of those. Making me hungry.
Y'all come by and see Alan. That will be a lot of fun. That we look forward to that. Alan, thank you for coming in this morning. And it's been too long.
It has been.
Yeah.
We're still doing the ghost hunts in October.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Anytime, you just let me know.
All right. We got Alan on tap. That girl's going to be a part of this one as we'll get ready for this year's. We're going to go do something as we get with that. Let me just show y'all. Let's see as we. Oh my! We'll talk about the president and a few flubs that happened yesterday. If you had a chance to watch all of that,
Vice President Trump.
yes, sir. We're going to do that. Also, I want to bring this up before we get too deep this morning. Let me pull up this picture. Here's what we got: Meridian, Mississippi, on the map nationwide right now. This lady pulled into Union Station, downtown Meridian, sitting in a car. Police officers were notified of a suspicious car. They went up, knocked on the window, said, "How you doing?" And they wanted to know if she had a child with her. She did not. She is the woman who is accused of Vinton, Louisiana, where a small child was found dead in the ditch, drowned. A 1-year-old would be found that had been out 2 days crawling in a ditch on I-10 at mile marker 10. That was her children. They've upgraded the charges. Late yesterday afternoon, we see that she is now charged with 2 counts of failure to report a missing child, cruelty to a juvenile, and second-degree murder is what the charges are.
But you know what I really like to see on that right there when I kept reading?
Let me pull that back up right there.
$9.1 million bond. Not 500,000.
That's right.
Not 20,000. 9.1 million.
That's a lot.
That's a statement right there.
Yes, it is. So, in every news agency in the U.S. is covering it now. It started out with Daily Mail being the first to carry it, and then it went over to ABC, NBC, and I want to say I even saw it on MSNBC. They actually reported something that happened. So it is worldwide now as people find out about what's happened in Louisiana and Mississippi. An awful thing. She is locked up in the Clark County Jail is where she is. She eventually will probably be transported back to Louisiana. We'll watch this case. We'll keep you updated with what happens. Y'all stay close. That girl has got her fingernail file out. She's ready to go against Greg today. All of that is next as we get your day going here at the Scotty Ray Report. Looking for a great place to eat? Well, come explore the great flavors of the French Quarter in downtown Enterprise. Whether you're in the mood for a romantic night out, a family dinner, or a cozy atmosphere with great service that make dining with the French Quarter an unforgettable experience. Drop by today and taste our delicious dishes. Come explore the flavors of the French Quarter. 120 West Bridge Street, downtown Enterprise. Call 601-659-0500, the French Quarter. The Precast Group, offering you the best selection when it comes to a storm shelter. Located on 145 South in Meridian, where they offer above-ground shelters that can be installed in your home as you're building, or conveniently located right outside your home if it's already built. They also offer storm shelters that can be installed in a slight bank or on flat ground. Protect your family today with a very affordable storm shelter from the Precast Group. Highway 145 South, 601-482-0003. The Precast Group.
Mow, dig, haul, trench. The reliable Kubota BX Series subcompact tractor is highly capable. A smooth hydrostatic transmission makes for easy operation and versatile attachments that help you handle the job. The Kubota BX Series, rated #1 in durability and owner experience. Talk to your Kubota dealer to schedule a demo.
Welcome back. I'm your friend Scotty Ray along with Odie as we get this Friday. It's already July, what is this, 12th?
Yeah.
That's nearly mid-month. Monday will officially be middle of the month, the 15th. And Julia, how in the world are you doing over there?
I'm wonderful. How are
Greg's
you,
back.
Scotty Ray?
Oh, yeah, just tickled to death.
Yeah, y'all were talking about ironing as we were getting ready. It's tough ironing, isn't it?
Look, when I get dressed to come here, I know, I think about it. I'm like, Greg's going to have something stupid. So he asked if I ironed my sleeves myself. Which, if I did, I'd be really impressed. That'd be
I mean, you know.
No, it came like this. I paid for it.
So did either of you get to watch, it wasn't a debate, but a so-called press conference that really looked like he was giving all the
It
questions?
was the press versus
I took one
the
for the
president.
team.
I'd call it a debate.
I was calling it a debacle.
Yeah.
They said he was going to take questions. He didn't take questions. He called everybody's name out. All right. Remember that question I had you write down to ask me? Go for
I
it.
mean, do we care at this point?
He don't
Like, it
remember
doesn't
what he
matter if
had
they
for
give it to him.
breakfast,
No,
much less
he
a
doesn't have a
question. I mean,
clue.
come on.
Let me show you how the media sometimes change. I've got two different examples of what happened last night during this interview here. Let's go to NBC News, and I watched it. And I've watched it several times. NBC News.
Well, I only
reported
watched
this.
it once.
NBC says she is qualified to be president. That's why I picked her. At the press conference, President Biden praised VP Harris as the first-rate person and commended her handling of various issues. Now, I listened to it, and I don't think he called her Vice President Harris. Let's go over and take a look at what Newsmax reported from the same thing.
Yeah.
Crooked Joe's big boy press conference. I would have picked Vice President Trump to be vice president if I didn't think she was qualified to be president. And that is what he said during this.
Yeah,
That is the truth of what actually happened yesterday. And you've got media who sways what really was said. He said Trump was the perfect pick for vice president. I heard it. Did y'all hear it?
That is
heard
what he said.
It just amazes me how something can be twisted.
Well, Putin is also president of Ukraine.
Yes, I did. I did
Yes, he
catch
did.
that. Did you see that one, Greg?
No.
Yeah.
If it I changed the channel because it's just so sickening to think this is the leader of the United States.
You know what? 30 minutes before that press conference, he introduces the president of this other country and calls him Putin.
Well, and it's
And
not
that's
just
his
any
enemy.
country, it's Ukraine, the
The
one
ones who
that's
was in
being
war.
invaded
Yeah,
by
that's
Russia.
fighting
I
with-
mean, it's same difference as calling Harris Trump. You know, it's pretty.
It was just a bad flub up all the way around. And
Well, I think this is going to continue to happen, and it's just what what are they going to do? I mean, is he going to? He's saying he's staying.
If you let him out, it's going to happen every time. Kind of like a dog that just keeps acting
Yeah.
ugly. If you keep letting him out, you're going to get what you got.
he claims is it September? Remind me, Julie, what is that next debate? Is it September 26th? Is that it? The debate, the other one that is
I don't know.
scheduled?
I think the date we're looking for right now is 3 weeks from now, and that's in Chicago, and that's the Democratic National Convention.
Sponsored by Fruit
And-
Loops.
But I think that's the next big event of are they really keeping him? If he is still the nominee after that, then we'll start talking about the debate.
There's no way. I mean, come on. I just can't, for the life of me. I mean, we're in the racing business, and that's the horse I got. Come on, dude. I mean, I'm getting Harold from Barry or something. I mean, come on. This is the horse you're going to race, really?
Well, he's a Democrat. He may end up committing suicide.
They
3 times in the back of the head, self-inflicted.
That's the way that stuff works. Will he make it or not? And the next question is, what
Will he know it or not?
the next week?
right.
When is our Republican National Committee? It's going to be in Milwaukee.
Yes, that starts Monday. This coming Monday starts the Republican National Convention, and I think I sent it to you. Wednesday is when the vice president, whoever that is, nominee,
We've got a
will
reporter
speak.
that's gonna be there.
I'm going to be there.
Yes,
all
Julia
week.
will be there to let us know what goes on. And I honestly have no idea who is going to be the pick for vice president.
No.
Trump seems he'll give you 5 or 6 names and go, well, at the last minute I picked somebody else.
Yeah,
I thought they were a
never
little bit better. I just, of the
I like
it's,
Tim
it's like
Scott.
trying to pick somebody for mayor of Meridian that's going to run. I can't come up with a name that I go, they could win, or that's great for Meridian. I can't come up with that name. I hadn't yet.
Well, he's got to do better than Biden did. I mean,
Well,
you
that's
know.
true. But I'm just saying vice president. I just don't know who that
I don't. I mean,
be.
there's names floating around.
Scott is brought up a lot. And Marco Rubio. I mean, he
Rubio,
called him
I'm hearing it a lot.
He called him a little bitty fellow one
I
time.
know.
What happened to
but
Rudy? Where is he at nowadays?
I did that to Greg, but we're still friends.
He lost his law license and
Well,
everything.
he's perfect. Ain't that one of the prerequisites?
They've tried to really ruin him. And he's like 90, isn't he? How old is Rudy Giuliani?
He's on up there like it.
Yeah, he's not. He's got lots of legal problems.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Well, they would. I mean, I'm
I know
sorry,
Trump
they would
does,
mesh.
but-
I mean,
They've
You
tried.
don't need when you're picking a vice
Bloomberg's
president.
after
You don't
him.
need more of the same thing.
They've
yeah,
they've
okay.
taken everything he's got. I mean, that man's going to be literally broke before it's all said and done.
They kicked around the name Ben Carson. I like Ben.
I
I'm
liked
sorry.
Ben Carson.
I really like Ben Carson. But I think, honestly, that guy's like watching this from afar.
Yes.
Well, I don't really want that.
I'll
know
come
what I'm
back
saying?
another 4 years and run, but not this go around.
It's the most insignificant role until it's not, and so
That's a good way to put that.
It's like a fire extinguisher in case of emergency break glass.
It matters a whole lot.
Yeah. Nobody
nothing's on
thinks
fire.
about the vice president,
But
Half the
nobody
time,
saw this
You
one
go
for 4
back through
years.
history, which I really do like history.
You lived it.
Start naming or trying to think of who was their vice president.
Well,
You don't know any. You
I don't
know what
it.
I'm saying?
Yeah. I can't
But the
think
vice
of.
president does start the Article 25 process.
True.
Yeah, they may do that, but nobody
There
knows
we go,
them until
talking
then.
over my head again. She knew I didn't know what that was. That's the only reason why she said it.
Did y'all know that?
I didn't know the first 24 articles either.
This has been rumored, and I'm almost tired of reading it in the news every day about Jennifer Lopez and Ben. They haven't said they're
Benifer.
divorcing. Yeah, Jennifer.
Benifer.
Benifer.
That's
What they
yeah.
call it. Like
You can just-
Angela.
It's like
You put it
Vega
together.
and Corvette.
Yeah.
Yes.
just like that.
Vivette.
The house is finally up for sale. I don't think they ever moved in it, did they?
I don't know.
It's $68 million.
really care.
The house that the Lovebirds went and bought as soon as they got married is up for sale. He's no longer wearing a wedding ring, if y'all missed all of that. Ben
Tyler and
Affleck.
I'll go look at it this weekend, see if we're interested.
Yeah.
Ben
See if it
Affleck.
needs a new
I don't know who
roof.
you're
Right, see
talking
if it
about.
needs a new roof.
Julie, wasn't he a movie star, Ben Affleck?
Yeah.
What movie was he in?
I don't
The
know.
thought he
worst
sold
one ever. The
insurance.
worst remake ever. Batman.
Yeah.
Then he was in Devil.
Devil Wears Prada?
No.
I thought he sold
was
I thought he
another one
sold
of those-
insurance. You
He
said
was another one of
Affleck.
those
I'm like,
guys that fought a lot, but he was blind.
I don't know.
Hell's Kitchen.
Okay.
I don't know.
He
what
was
you're talking-
also in
I've eaten
The
there.
Accountant.
Okay. Yeah, he was
Yeah, that's it. The Accountant. That's his
No,
big
that
movie.
was a good.
We give him thumbs up on that. He
movie.
did good in
Glass
The
Duel,
Accountant.
Pearl Harbor,
That wasn't
Armageddon. Let's see.
Yeah, The
They're a lot
Accountant is
smarter
good,
than
though.
us.
Armageddon was good. I got to give him credit on that also.
Yeah.
Boy.
Daredevil. That's the one I was trying to think of.
I almost have to go
Thinking
back up to Bob and go with his VP for choice there.
Chuck Norris for vice president.
Invasion USA. That's what we need in
Chuck will never be a vice to anybody. I mean, come on, dude. We're talking about Chuck Norris.
But I think it could be somebody like real, that we're not even thinking about too. I don't know.
He had.
I hope that
said his
we
name.
don't know until they walk out on the convention stage to make their.
Yep.
I think that would be
I don't
fun to
think
be
he
there and
said
they walk
their
out.
name.
Yeah.
I think he ought to pull one out of a hat like they do the lottery numbers. Just spin it. I mean, it couldn't get no worse. I mean, come on.
You know who would really make one that's just not even been said? His daughter. She
That's
would make
you know,
an incredible one.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Just a food for thought there. We'll be right back. We got a lot more to talk about. Local news, headlines, things that are going on that affect your life every day. We'll be back with all of that here at the Scotty Ray Report. Summertime has arrived, and Freeman Tractor on Highway 494 has the exact lawnmower for your need. If you've got a big yard with acres and acres to mow, they have a mower for that. No matter the size yard you have, Freeman Tractor has the lawnmower that fits you and your budget. From 48-inch all the way up to 6 or more. Plenty of these to choose from. Also, they carry a complete line of LS tractors. Come by for a test drive today. Financing available. Drop in today to Freeman Tractor, Highway 494, see coleslaw or buttermilk.
Just $41 a month for this new Brother embroidery machine. Buy it local and get instructions for life, service, financing, the lowest price guaranteed, and take it home today at the Sewing and Vacuum Center in Meridian and Select in Flowood and Hattiesburg.
Rockhouse Gun and Pound, located at 5430 Highway 19 North, is ready for spring. From weed eaters to push and riding lawnmowers, and one of the largest selections you'll find in chainsaws, along with power tools and generators for backup power. Maybe you're in the market for a TV or maybe a guitar. And not to mention a large selection of diamond rings and Louis Vuitton purses. The Rockhouse Gun and Pawn even has a private lobby for your pawns for confidentiality. Visit them today, Highway 19 North, Rockhouse Gun and Pawn. Welcome back. The Scott County Sheriff's Office was busy last night. Ooh. They got a bolo that came out from Winston County. Said, we're looking for this old boy that's involved in a double homicide. As they went to work last night, they would find that Dodge truck, that tag number, and that guy in it. He was arrested and will be sent back to Winston County to face whatever is going on there with the double homicide there.
Wow.
Always good. Scott County works hard at what they do. We talk to them a lot. A lot of things go on there. Philadelphia was kind of busy yesterday or the day before as we look at this. A shooting happened. Philadelphia, a juvenile was involved in this. As we pull up the story from there, as we dig deeper into this, a juvenile shot at a car as it was passing by. Believe it or not, then he gets into a car and drives off. The Philadelphia Police Department responded, pulled the car over, was taken into custody without any incident. That is good that nothing happened there.
Amen.
Ooh, boy, it could have turned out bad there. That's a couple of things that went on in the Philadelphia. And we got to get ready. It started this morning. Do y'all remember this? No sales tax weekend. Mm-hmm. Up to $100.
No, it's on clothes.
99.99. I think that's on everything, Odie. It has to be $99 and below, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. I know the clothes are no more than $100 a piece.
Yeah, here's
each item can't be over $100.
Yeah,
right?
each item. Each item more than that.
On the slacks.
I'm looking for a hunter's weekend.
Right there.
The pair of slacks that cost $175.
Guidelines, $100 threshold right there. Applies to each eligible item that falls under this. It's $100. It's got to be $99.99, that kind of thing. You can have multiple. You can have multiple items, but it just can't be like $105 to qualify for that.
Don't we have a tax-free hunters weekend in Mississippi too? Yeah.
August, I think, is when that's coming up.
I need to punch RW up about that.
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
The place to go.
He should have some giveaways that day. Maybe door prizes, big
we'll
screen
work on
TVs or something.
We got to go by and see
Hey,
him.
Barry could bring Harold and people could pet Harold.
Yeah.
$1 a ride.
That's right. That's right. We got to work on that.
Too.
Barry will bite you.
We got to see
I don't know if you got some loaf bread. He's pretty gentle. Old cream puff himself.
Well, Green Puff's got to go. Bring him a candle. It wouldn't cost $1. A candle, and you can pet Barry.
What we're talking about there is the chief deputy there of Clark County. If you hadn't bumped into Barry, he's quite the character. We saw him yesterday.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
For 3-hour lunch, yeah.
Old Cream Puff. He come back.
Y'all don't have to work.
Yeah.
We were networking. Ain't that what they call it? Ain't that what they
That was
call
an
it?
emergency summit that we have with Clark County.
Emergency summit.
You never know. We're coordinating.
That's correct.
Some people have to work.
An
during the
emergency
day.
could have happened, and we were ready.
That's right.
You threw that steak sauce
We'd
fast as
have
me.
finished with that pork chop before we responded.
Now we work
You had the
with
bulletproof
Kemper.
vest in the back, the Tahoe ready to roll.
That's
We work
right.
with Kemper when they need. We work with Newton when they need. We work real close, hand in hand with Clark County. We have a good relationship with them, and that's because we do spend a lot of time talking and meeting and networking. And I mean, it just so happens we're all friends.
Yeah, it works out real well.
And we like to eat.
And we like to eat.
It don't never hurt that we like to eat. And they got some really good restaurants.
That pork chop was fine.
Yeah, it's seriously, if you have not been to the French Quarter in Enterprise and tried the pork chop, today is the day to go do that, isn't it, Greg?
Yeah, they give us an estimate instead of a menu.
Look, somebody asked how we got chosen to go to the convention, and I want to. I'm trying to look for the date real quick, but we participate in the Republican Executive Committee locally, and then we go to the state executive committee, the state convention, and that's where every 4 years you're chosen as a slate, and it's kind of, but it's something you get involved with the party, and that's how you can end up doing going to the convention. But my husband was actually chosen to be a delegate to the convention, but guest.
He's kind of like Charles Ingalls going to represent us.
Yeah.
Went to Mankato or something like that.
And so those are chosen by Republican leadership, but then you can go as a guest and things like that if you're involved in the party and stuff. But we do have a Lauderdale County Republican, like kind of planning meeting coming up in the next few weeks, and I'm going to find that and tell y'all what it is in a minute. I've got it. You got it?
It is the 23rd.
Is it the 20th?
It's on this one. I can't pull it up because it's in my other phone that I'm using for the show.
Okay.
All right.
Nothing like technology.
But it's at Weidman's upstairs, and everybody's welcome. I'll get you the info. But if somebody wants to be involved in the party and do stuff like that and help with elections and stuff, we've got plenty of work for people to do. You're welcome, and so we've got an opportunity if you want to become more involved.
Bob said, "Take Harold. You'll have the first Republican donkey."
I like conventions. I remember Ray Stevens singing about one.
Yeah, it was.
How'd you get that honey on the high dive?
Quit ripping it up, boy.
I went in 2016. We didn't have one in 2020, but I went in 2016. It was in Cleveland, and it is a really fun experience. And I'm glad that I went. I'm excited to go back because there's lots of energy. It's very much like the democratic process happening.
How many people does those convention hold at one time?
I don't know. It's a lot.
Because
there's the convention
huge.
floor, and those are your delegates they're bringing the votes from their state to represent them, and that's a fun process when they're on the floor and the highest ranking Republican for your state gets up there. And I think Phil Bryant did ours last time, and he did and from the home of America's music, we cast all whatever of our votes for New York's favorite son, Donald J. Trump, and it's like real theater. It's fun. It's a fun process.
So that's coming up in 2 weeks, you said?
No, I'll fly out Sunday. We'll be there Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday in Milwaukee.
So y'all be ready.
Vice President's nominee speaks on Wednesday night, and then Thursday night, Trump will speak.
This is big. We look forward to that. It's neat to be part of that. And again, the Republican women often meet in Meridian. There's a lot of ways that you can do that. And I'm sure if you're a Democrat watching us, they also have different organizations for you to join also to do that.
Just do us proud. Make us proud. If not, you'll have to turn in your ring and your tie tack when you get back. Coy.
I'll keep my shoes on.
Yeah, a secret meeting.
It'll help to count votes if you take them off.
Yeah, room 223, please.
All right, what else we got to talk about? Moving on.
We go to Walmart yesterday. The United Way was out. There's stuff in the bus this week. They're going to be in Philadelphia IA today, taking up school supplies for kids. It was a great time. I went by and saw the ladies. They were busy. As we look at this, there's the girl, the Debs, were helping out with that yesterday. Big thank you to them for everything that they've done to help out kids this year. Y'all been studying over there?
Yes.
She has for a week.
Yes. Okay, I'm showing that the Republican information meeting is going to be 5:30 on July the 29th. That's a Monday.
29th, that's right.
Yeah, July 29th, 5:30. That's upstairs at Weidman. So if you're interested, so that is 3 weeks from now, but we'll remind you.
Let me just show you a glimpse at our lunch yesterday. They were the sweetest girls I ever bumped into.
That's not the picture Greg took, was it?
Well,
What did you do?
he had to go there, didn't he?
I think you make better pictures with the phone sideways, and they wanted the
No,
phone
you can't.
turned-
No, because they know you can't post it like that.
Okay, never mind.
Goodness.
Well, I'm used to them Instamatics where the picture comes out, you shake it, and then it.
You also had to take chisel and stone to school.
That's right. Oh, I had a locker. I left the chisel there.
That's Amy Tomerlin and Carolyn Powell. We appreciate them. They came over and, while we were having lunch and spoke with us. They were sweet girls, and we just wanted to say good morning to them. Saw a lot of great folks.
A lot of
in
good
Enterprise.
folks. A lot of folks.
And I'm telling you, y'all just don't know how popular Harold is down in that area. He is humongous. He is a popular fella.
That's right.
We'll be right back as we get ready for trivia. Who's going to win this week? She's been trying all week to study.
No.
Well, she
I
has
have not.
totally stacked the deck. I'm sorry.
We're taking bets now.
If this was truly trivia, not just about like one subject matter, Daisy Duke or country music, then I wouldn't have to brush up on it.
We'll be right back.
The Preserve at Meridian is the premier senior living community in the Meridian area, offering independent living cottages, assisted living, and maintain their independence and pursue an engaging lifestyle with a robust activities calendar, personalized care programs, wellness activities, restaurant-style dining, and much more. Call or visit us online today at preserveatmeridian.com to schedule your personal tour.
Collinsville, Mr. Discount Drugs, your local pharmacy and gift shop, thanks you for your continued support. Whether you shop with us in-store, through our app, over the phone, or in our drive-thru, our team will provide the best personalized customer service experience you expect from your local pharmacy. When you call or message us, you are promptly greeted by the Mr. Discount team that's ready to help. When you choose our pharmacy, you're choosing a locally owned pharmacy that cares about you and your community. Collinsville, Mr. Discount Drugs, makes a difference.
H&H Residential of Meridian is your #1 carpet and flooring store. If you've been thinking of a new look for your home or office, call for a free estimate or consultation. H&H can install or you can do it yourself. H&H has all of your design needs from color, style, and texture. If you can dream it, H&H can make it a reality. Come see the large selection of hardwood flooring, laminate, vinyl, and even carpet. H&H Residential of Meridian, open Monday through Friday, 9 to 4, 321 Hawkins Crossing Road. Call Rosemary anytime, 601-462-9541.
Compliments coming in for Julia this morning. Somebody even referred to her as young.
I am, compared to y'all.
Compared to Greg, I mean.
Man alive.
Just because she got the most toes, she always got the one up, you know?
Sheila wanted to know if you were going to update us as you're at the convention.
I'll text Scotty Ray some stuff.
We'll read it to him.
No, I mean, it's got, and he'll misspell it and post it.
They always got to mess with me. All right.
He doesn't know how to copy and paste yet.
I'm working on that.
Show mess a phone up with that paste.
You sure can.
That's like that whiteout.
All right, let's get ready to rumble as we go back for our trivia game this morning. It's Greg against Julia as they both try to win. What are we giving away? A T-shirt for y'all this morning?
Well, apparently it's a whole wardrobe.
I told you he's already ordered you. He was trying to decide between a tube top and a halter top.
And I'll wear it if you do.
Okay.
We'll get it. 1937, this guy was born, and I think the best, he done a lot from Jell-O to this, that, and the other, but I think the thing that really puts him out is, hey, hey, hey.
Fat Albert.
It is.
Bill Cosby.
Bill Cosby was born on this date back in 37.
Y'all know he had a show for kids, and he had a famous ink pen. Do y'all remember the name of his ink pen?
No. He had famous drinks, too.
Ink pen?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, ink pen.
What?
Yeah, like the Magic School Bus, he had a pen. It was called Mortimer Inkabob.
Only
All right,
you
what's
saw
the
this
next
show.
I'm thinking useless information for one there,
The
Scotty
wheels
Ray.
on the bus go round, and well, yours didn't.
I missed all that. I mean, he was Mr. Jell-O. He done Fat Albert, and he done a lot of things with ladies he shouldn't have. And he had that show, Cosby Show. This guy, the first time I heard of him, Paul Harvey talked about him. And he'd be found on a park bench, passed out, near death. And then one day he lost some weight and became famous.
Richard Simmons. That's the biggest guess I've ever had in my life.
We're going to go with...
Hey, you ain't got to study. You just got to know it.
I'm proud of him.
Y'all really should go back and listen to that Paul Harvey story about him, to where he'd been through everything. He'd given up on life, and he was just about to commit suicide. And something changed his life, and he lost all that weight.
Well, that guy Jared sat down next to him. Hey, man, you want a sandwich?
that will give you
That's
encouragement.
not how that
Oh, he's got a lot of people sitting down beside him now.
Then he went on to work over to the khaki pants place.
Yes, he did.
I'm
She's not even cracking a face on that. 1951, this young lady would be born. It was tough shoes to fill, as she'd have to come along after Farrah Fawcett. That's some big hair to fill.
That was Little Angel.
Catherine Bach.
Close, but
The next one.
she didn't do anything really other. I think she may have been a model, and I think she was one time in
She had some more
the
stuff.
tug of war for the Stars. What was that TV show they used to have?
I ain't never seen no tug
you
of
did.
war for
You know,
the
when,
Stars.
you remember back when Howard Cosell would do the Stars against Stars?
Cheryl Ladd.
She was in Charlie's Angels.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's
what
it. Cheryl Ladd. She had to replace it. That'd be tough to fill. Really would.
Who was the other one?
The redheaded one, Tanya Robertson, she's passed away. And then I think there at the bitter end, they replaced old square haircut.
Yeah.
The one that was unattractive. That just
You can't say.
I can't.
It says somebody she might be.
I don't know who.
Ronnie Millsap. Thought she looked good.
Her name. Her name was. Do you remember the one named Bree? Don't you? She was real.
Yeah, had to slip up on the dipper to get a drink of water.
Yeah, that would have been her. That was her. All right, let's move on to our next
We're
year.
also motivational speakers. If you ever want to book us, Julia.
No, I'm good.
We bring an audience to the feet. 1954, this would be the biggest thing that Mississippi, I would say this is the biggest star Mississippi ever had.
Elvis.
There we go. 1954, he would sign with
You
Sun
don't
Ra-
mind pencil
I
me
know,
one
but I
over-
mean, with this,
Mississippi biggest
I know,
star. I mean,
look.
come on.
I think we should have a buzzer.
It was that or Jerry Lee, and it had to be one of those two. I mean, there is Morgan Freeman and a few others, but yeah, Elvis. Is,
Yeah, you're right. Okay.
Elvis
All
is
right,
like
next.
it on a
But now
stick.
Jerry Lee was from
Yeah, Mississippi.
Vidalia.
Yeah, and then he moved
Louisiana,
here.
baby.
Mickey Gilley was born here in Natchez.
Really?
Yep, Natchez,
Across the
Mississippi,
river.
and then he moved, and then of course we had Mo Bandy from Meridian.
Oh, yeah.
The list just goes on and on of famous folks that we have here. We probably have given more to music than any other state.
I agree
Oh,
with
yeah.
that.
It,
I agree.
Good
now we got
stuff.
Scott McQuigg, Britt Gully, and all them fine
Yes, sir.
folks. Yes, sir.
This guy tragically ended his own life, and I didn't see it coming. And it wasn't released until about a year after he was gone that we would do that. He was known as the storyteller. This
Tom
guy
T.
was.
Hall?
Oh, boy. 1972, Tom T had a #1 with Old Dogs and Children.
And watermelon wine.
That was that not a song?
Oh, yeah.
Well, it started out. I was sitting in Miami, mixing
Blending, drinking blended whiskey.
whiskey.
Yep.
When this old black gentleman sat down, and I forget what they
What did he
got.
tell him? Asked him how old he was, and said he was 60-something. It'd be 11 and a half months ago. Instead
Yeah.
of saying my birthday's in 2 weeks.
Yeah. And what he had discovered in life was the only thing that really matters is old dogs and children and watermelon wine.
Yep.
That was the secret to life. Boy, songs that had stories to it that really touched your heart. That's what
It
that
wasn't
was.
the same lyrics over and over. You make my speakers go boom, boom.
There you go.
Top 100 hit stuff, you know.
1972, as we move along, this girl, and she's often been referred to as an adopted child of Meridian. She's famous. She's been everywhere. She had a song. It was about a fairy, is what I'm
Tanya
looking.
Tucker.
I was going to say Tanya Tucker.
What you gonna do and what you do is two different things, you know.
I've known like 5 of these for the record. I don't want to sound stupid, so I don't say it too fast because we're in art, like deep history.
The Jamestown Ferry. It wasn't a hot day in January like he said it'd be. If you'll remember the lyrics to that. That was good stuff there. Let's go to 1976. This man was known for kissing more women than Wilt Chamberlain.
Richard Dawson.
I would have never.
Greg takes the win. It's Family Feud.
Your column ain't got nothing in it, girl. And I don't even study. I don't even know how to Google or giggle or anything else.
I'm picking the questions. They said I'm showing respect for the old man. That'd be you.
It ain't my fault you're a little delayed over your answers.
I know. I just woke up.
We go back to 1977 for another number one hit today. We just lost one of the group this week.
Those Ridge Boys.
Oh, boy.
Bonzel, what's his name?
Joe Bonzel passed away this week. They had a number one this week with "You're the One in a Million." You're the one. You're the one.
I'm gonna catch.
And they can't be looking at the screen because they both see the same one.
Yeah. I'm just going to catch up on my emails.
This is a
work over here. Y'all let me know.
You'll get this one.
Because, I mean, this is just like this day in history. This is bold.
Daisy Duke.
Catherine Bach.
In 1980.
She brushed her teeth today.
And floss.
Daisy was on the cover of TV Guide. Julia takes the win today.
He used to count votes in the presidential election.
Wow. Let's go back one more time and look at the cover of TV Guide.
Just to make sure we see what she looks
That's right.
like. Everybody
That's
got
right.
it?
Hubba, hubba, hubba. I feel better. I don't know about y'all.
As a speckled pup under a putwood truck.
She was pretty, wasn't she?
She was plumb pretty.
Oh, man.
This guy was born in 1904. He would pass away today in 1980. And surprisingly, he's only 75. He looked much older. But
Joe Biden. I'm sorry.
Thinking out loud again. I want to say the guy was shot. He patched him up. I think they done a count. It was a little over 75 times that he had to play the doctor in this TV show to fix up his
Gunsmoke. James Arnaz was Matt Dillon. Milburn Stone was Doc.
As well, we got it.
Oh,
she's
man.
not even. Look at
She's
that
not
look.
even keeping score. She threw the pen a while ago. I mean, I'm just.
We run
And to me,
I don't think anybody actually enjoys this segment of the show.
this is not trivia. To me, this is just common knowledge. This is stuff that every third grader should know.
Well, I know that's the last grade you completed.
That was my senior year.
Oh, old Doc Holliday. You know, he was really, him and Festus, the bickering that they did between the two really made that show. And he did. It was like 75 times he had to take bullets out of Matt. Mm-hmm. There is somewhere the statistics of how many it was, and I can't remember.
And Festus was quite a performer himself. It was the Sons of the
Pioneers.
Maybe.
Drifting Tumbleweeds and
Tumbling Tumbleweed,
Yeah.
Drifting Cowboy, yeah.
And to look at him, you would never think that would come out of his
It
mouth.
looks like it'd take him an hour and a half to watch 60 Minutes.
Yeah.
It's so slow, you know. But
I'm fine.
There's not many people that can take a Hank Williams song and make a hit out of it some 50 years later. But it was done. It was done in 1980.
a tear in my beer.
It's close, but this was a
Should
remake
have
of
the Mississippi song is what he should have.
Yeah, this is this guy is from Mississippi.
Charlie Pride.
Ooh, look at here. Charlie Pride had a number one hit today with You Win Again. The news is out all over town. You've been seen running around. Doesn't get any better than that. Many old boys felt that way. I don't know this girl other than the fact that she's in a band that I can't listen to. It's country, they say, nowadays country, and it's pretty bad in my opinion. It's called.
This hint is amazing.
That narrows it right down.
I don't even know how to give it.
So her last name is also part of the band something.
This is a group.
I don't know anything about it.
I almost want to say that this is maybe Linda Davis's daughter. No, that's Lady Antebellum. No,
She was born in '83.
Yeah, we're going to have to just give, because I can't give hints to this.
Just give it to Julia.
Yeah. Kim Perry, who's part of the band Perry, which is If I Die Young or something. Was
I didn't even know
Yeah.
that. Christy had it.
Yeah.
It's not my thing. There's some people that may buy an album or download something.
I don't
Did
think you
really
can
get
still
that
buy an
alligator?
album, but I mean, that's just me guessing.
That's right. I rode with Greg yesterday. He's done moved up in the world, y'all.
Miss Ann, you missed
I got one of them.
Doc being on with us this morning, so you'll have to go and watch the beginning because
He was in
Scotty
first.
Ray knows all about skits and
How do you say the short play?
What are they having down
You
there?
say a play.
No,
I don't even remember
say
the
it.
word now.
Remember a Vega and a Corvette wrecked.
Of a varmint. I mean, I can't remember what the name was
A
now.
Venetian or something.
Yeah, a Venetian play is coming to Meridian.
No. He told everybody to come to the train station.
A Vega vet.
Yeah, you have to go back
Alan,
and watch
what was the
show.
name of that play? It's a what?
It's a vignette.
A vignette.
Very good. Yeah, that's pretty close.
This seems like this next trivia question was in a movie. I'm almost certain it was.
It was.
Maybe.
Really?
Yeah, like maybe in Footloose. I'm not real sure. A group named the Police sang the song. Did that help? They were like big on the rock and roll side.
I don't remember Police being in Footloose.
No, they weren't. It's like their song. It was some movie. I'm gonna have to give it to
Every
you.
breath you take.
Boy, that was so. These two cheating here.
Yeah.
Did you
I
see
seen
it?
what he said. Yeah, no problem.
You can't even see
It
that.
don't matter. I mean, if I leave and go home and you play the rest of the day, she still ain't gonna catch up.
Well, how else can you get this right here? You can't.
Wasn't this from a movie? You Take My Breath Away.
I think he's watching old
Well,
Whitney
Take My
Houston
Breath
again.
Away and Every
Wasn't
Breath
it
You
ti-
Take's two different songs.
Yeah, but didn't they turn that into
Every breath you take.
every movie? But didn't like Biggie Smalls do that or something?
Who?
Somebody, never mind, y'all. Somebody that is under the
Biggie
age
Small?
of. Don't just move on. You've
Who
never
would
heard
name
of
their
it.
child that?
He named himself that, but it's like Big E Smalls. Anyways, it's fine. It's for your radio. Your
over
radio
their
knob
head.
didn't go that way.
No.
It got broke
He didn't
off.
have a knob.
It got
Somebody
broke
stole
off
it.
sometime around 1981, and it's never.
Huh.
I ain't never heard of him.
Okay.
Well, it
You didn't
reminds
have a
me.
knob either.
Who was the guy that used to wear the clock around his neck? Is
Flava Flav.
he any? They like close.
He wore
I mean,
a
it was
what?
like a similar
clock.
era.
Seriously, he wore
like Tupac,
a
Biggie Smalls,
clock,
Flava Flav.
around his neck.
Was something wrong with him?
He wanted to know what time it was.
Oh, see, Johnny Moore. See, it was P. Diddy.
P.
See?
Diddy and Biggie. I ain't never heard of them.
Well, P. Diddy is formerly known as Puff Daddy.
Yeah.
Whew, boy. This
John
girl
P.
didn't go
Diddy
very
Combs.
far. She thought she was going far. I think she ran IBM for a while, but she would get her first taste. This is a political question, and we're expecting Julie to do it. She was the first female to be nominated as a vice presidential
Well, Sarah
candidate.
Palin.
No.
Ooh,
It
come
was
on now.
Democrat.
Oh,
IBM.
I don't know if it's Democrat.
Mondale and
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
her.
See, I don't-
I
It
got
sounded like a car.
Unashamed. I don't.
Yeah.
Geraldine Ferraro.
Ferraro. Yeah.
I don't know anything about that history.
You don't know her? Seriously.
You can have it.
I
proud of
really
you
thought
for
you
knowing.
were going to
That
walk
was
away
before
with
my
it.
time.
My recall is also very poor, but I'm not
She
familiar
looks
with
too
her.
much like Ellen to me anyway. But
She does resemble her.
And somebody said on here that the
Top
band
Gun.
Perry is
Yeah.
families from Madison.
I didn't know that.
I didn't either.
You would have thought they'd have learned something country before they left the state of Mississippi. That's downright embarrassing.
you got to have a fiddle in the band.
Somebody patched me to them. You ever ran into a couple that they just got to touch each other just all the time, and it makes you go, "Will you two just go get a room?"
Yeah.
Yeah,
You been anywhere with Odie and Amy lately?
I have. I've noticed that too.
We don't do that.
Odie. Y'all can't walk down the hall without holding hands. Skippity
Y'all ain't seen
She ain't learned to hit him yet. They ain't been
That's why I
married.
hold her hands.
That's right. They ain't been married long enough.
There's duets out there. Of course, Conway, known for Loretta. You have Kenny Rogers. That was also with Dottie West. He was with
Dolly
and
Parton.
Yeah. And this is a super couple who had a #1 hit back in '97. It stayed 6 weeks at #1, and it just really. I can't listen to it now. It comes on. I try to break the scan button on my phone to
They
get
were
rid of
in
it.
a
Tim
show
McGraw?
together. Yeah.
Yeah, it's your love.
Go ahead.
It's the most whiniest thing I've ever heard.
Sonny and Cher. Close.
Yeah,
Yeah. Well, when they held hands, it was you had to have long arms.
No.
It was.
Meridian gets one.
Godzilla and the Spider Monkey.
Don't make fun of tall people.
Could you get up on this box?
That was a peculiar couple, wasn't it?
Here's a 6-foot ladder. We're going to talk. Oh, look, see you eye to eye.
Oh, 2008.
Oh, me.
This group came to Meridian. We brought them here, and I think it was 01 to the Lauderdale County Ag Center as a group. One of them has passed away since then. They had a number one back when I knew it all. And who is that famous group?
No clue.
Yes, you do. My Town.
No.
You don't know that
No.
one?
Too new. 81 was too new. I mean, or 2000.
This was big.
Whatever.
They were really good. He hunted here a lot. T. Roy did.
The first
That's a big
part
hit.
of it is a big place in Alabama.
Montgomery Gentry.
There you go. Super cool. They were really a
No one of them
great
died.
Both of y'all get one on that. That's the same time.
speed. The list goes on and on of songs that they had, and they were good at what they done. It's a shame that T. Roy died. Sammy Kershaw would make a remake of this guy's song.
I like Sammy Kershaw.
Sammy Kershaw was a great country voice, but it started out as Old Boys, and she said, "Give it to me, and I'll unlock the door."
Oh,
that's a big hint there.
Whoa.
Yeah, but the big one.
Love in a hot, not love in a hot afternoon. No.
Think about that.
No, something's burning. I'm thinking.
Third rate romance.
Low rent rendezvous.
As we go back to remember,
Golly.
Russell Smith passed away on this date back in
Johnny
19.
Moore come right on in there with it.
I knew that one.
It that was a huge hit there. Like that a whole lot there. Listen, we got one more before we go today.
Yay.
That was just uncalled for.
Really?
It was me being. This is the one I look for every time. The last
The
one.
last one.
Who's winning?
I win at everything, Scotty Ray.
Back to 2020. Her husband, she passed away on this date. Her husband is huge. He has invented more dances and more fads probably than any other actor that's ever been out there.
About the only person that has a couple of airplanes, and not only does he have airplanes and flies everywhere, he
Howard
actually
Hughes.
pulls it up to his front door, and he gets out and goes inside, and if they want to go somewhere, he just walks out his front door, goes into the airplane, and takes off.
I didn't know any of that. But Grease is the word.
John Travolta, y'all didn't know his
Kelly.
airplanes?
Kelly Preston passed away on this day. His wife. She was a beautiful woman. And if I remember correctly, she passed away of cancer.
Really?
Yeah. But I knew he flew, but I didn't know anybody flying his air like Dan Tana flying his airplane up in his house or nothing.
Hey, you
No,
remember
up
they
in the front
parked that
door.
T-Bird up in the house? Showed it.
Do you know what we're talking about?
Who are we talking about?
Dan Tana,
Santana on Vegas.
the detective show.
Yes.
Had a 57 T-Bird that drove it right up in
Carried
the
a
house.
357 and a shoulder holster.
He sure did.
Wore them jackets, had them patches on the sleeve.
Yeah.
Looked like Mama had ironed
Man,
them
you get
on or
passionate.
something. Yeah. That's a good
Did you have
show.
a jacket
Good
like
show.
that?
See, Scott knows.
got one.
He pulls his 747 up to the front door.
Yeah, I mean, I knew that he had like a
He's got a smaller plane.
runway.
That's because he's 112 and he can't walk from the airport.
He's a bit,
I
isn't
mean,
he big Scientology?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, he's
yeah, he's a
major.
fruitcake.
Yeah.
Now, I didn't know I knew the other one was.
No, he's a great actor, but
He's a
big
fruitcake.
fruitcake. I agree with you on that, Greg. He's out there.
I'm not into it.
So we'll be right back. More coming up as we get this morning underway.
We'll be
I'm Alan Hunt at Meridian Cycles, and let me tell you about some of the great deals we have this month. We have up to $3,000 rebates on side-by-sides. We have up to $1,000 rebates on four-wheelers, as well as 0% interest. Come see us at 80 Highway 19 North right here in Meridian, or give us a call at 601-485-8700. Ask for Alan or Mike Boswell. We'll be glad to help you. Come see us.
Advanced Auto Glass by Joey can handle all your windshield repair and replacement needs. Service work is guaranteed and covered by warranty. Our technicians are professional, auto glass trained, and have over 100 years of combined experience. Advanced Auto Glass by Joey utilizes in-house calibrations for vehicle safety systems. Most insurances are accepted, and reliable mobile service is available in surrounding areas. Keep cars cool and secure with custom tinting, side mirror replacement, and AquaPel windshield wipers. There's one clear choice in auto glass repair. Advanced Auto Glass by Joey.
Battery power made by steel. Right now, save $50 on select AK System battery tool sets. Real STIHL. Find yours.
Welcome back. I'm your friend Scotty Ray, along with Odie. As somebody brought up Cheryl Teagues, you know, I had a lot of trouble there in the beginning of pronouncing her last name. It took me years of practicing to get that right.
I'm proud of you.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise us.
She did used to be on the cover of Sears catalog for years upon years. The cover, centerfold, you could kind of say there.
Centerfold.
Centerfold.
Angel is a centerfold. Na. Yep.
Jay Giles, man.
Yep. Even Greg knows that one.
All right, there, Greg. Do you know the episode on Gunsmoke where Orky and Sweet Billy kidnapped Kitty?
I know.
Yes. It kind of reminded me of that show of Mouse and Men where his brother wasn't just right, big old guy. Yeah, I think that's right.
And that mole never moved on her, did it?
No.
It always stayed the same. Well, there's some actresses that the mole moves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But ain't it just a shame she never kissed Matt?
They did the last episode.
Nuh-uh. He kissed one other woman in the entire episode, and it wasn't her. Never kissed.
Oh.
They should have been married. He loved her, that's for sure. He went back for a drink every night.
Maybe they just didn't let y'all sing.
Charlie Rich wrote a song about that.
What goes on behind closed doors.
That's right.
And then he went into, have you happened to see the most beautiful girl that walked out on me?
Then he burnt John Denver's.
He did. Starkville Police Department is warning folks. They're telling you, don't leave your car open.
No.
You think?
Ding, 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 ding. I'm glad
Mine's
they finally
unlocked
caught
right
up.
now.
You know, they're a little slow up there in
Stark
Mississippi
Vegas.
State. Yeah,
It's been a string of burglaries. If you've got, and I bring this up because a lot of you have kids, grandkids are going to be starting back to college here before long, going to Mississippi State. Y'all need to watch this. Make sure that they don't leave valuables open. It's just that people prey on the college students up there. And we don't want your child. Or
See, they
grandchild.
ought to make something where when you cut, instead of a car alarm, you could like electrify the door handles. Like, nothing major, 220, 240 volts. But if you'd knock a few of them flopping there in the parking lot, they'd quit breaking in crap. Now, I'm sorry. That's just a helpful tip from Greg.
You can wire a Model A coil to the car.
Did y'all ever?
Well, as long as it's metal, you can't do these plastic ones like that.
You'd melt them down, wouldn't be nothing left but the radiator cap.
Terry said you can get one of them trunk monkeys.
I don't know what that is.
I don't know
I'll
what
ask
that
you
is
later.
Oh, y'all have got to.
Is this gonna be
Google
like the
trunk
toilet
monkey.
light?
No,
Hey, the toilet light's a good idea now.
Yeah.
Oh, that toilet light is
I got
there.
2 of them.
Did anybody ever convince y'all as a kid to stick your tongue to the battery? Did that ever happen?
9-volt
This
battery.
explains a lot.
Just thought I'd ask there.
It was a 9-volt, and you used a big truck battery.
Hancock County has had their biggest drug bust yet. 250 pounds of meth has been taken off.
250 pounds?
That's a lot.
Pounds.
Woo!
Good grief.
Mississippi cracking down on all of this. That's a big deal.
250 pounds?
I don't even know what that's worth, but it's a lot.
I'd crank up the whole state of California.
$2.2 million in value is what it's valued
No,
at.
it's got to be more than that.
Man, well, it's probably
What's meth
logo.
going for nowadays?
I don't know.
She should know, shouldn't she?
I do have some ideas, but no.
250 pounds
That's
is a
a
lot.
lot.
That's a whole lot.
That's more than enough for a weekend.
Hines County, they've got an APB out on a young man that broke into a church. Shame, shame, shame. A teenager, they're looking for him, and I hope they get him.
Dude, that's just like getting in the express lane.
Yeah,
you know what I
you
mean?
can't break into
You
churches.
fool around a church or steal from a church, you just you got a
There should be an
fast
enhanced
pass.
penalty
Yeah.
for
Yeah,
that.
sure.
Oh, there's gonna be.
Well, I know. but
See that
here-
thermostat? They gonna crank that baby up.
That's what happens. Do y'all know? And I never. And Alan may know this. The Shining. Did any of y'all watch this
Yes.
movie?
Yeah.
No.
Did y'all see where she passed away yesterday?
Yeah.
She was also
Space-
olive oil.
Who?
Yes.
She played olive oil in Popeyes.
Yeah, and let me tell you something, Greg. She was scary. Looked like the part of the Polaroid you'd rip off. You don't remember that? She was not a pretty woman.
How How bad was she?
You ever heard turn the lights off?
That was a too bad.
You don't remember when what's his name that committed suicide? The comedian.
She was that bad.
Robin Williams.
Yeah, Robin Williams.
She played Olive Oil in that movie that he was in, Popeye the Sailor Man.
Oh, yeah.
And they didn't even use makeup for her. That just came natural.
Yeah, she fit that script.
Who is this woman? What are you talking about?
Shelley Duvall. Let me see. Let me do a Google here and see if I can pull it up. Shelley Duvall.
He's Googling again.
Popeye.
There it is.
Let's see here. Now, let's see here what it shows. Here's that's not. Here's a good picture of it.
Yeah.
Is it a good?
Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Look at this one right there.
Yeah. Here's another one there. It just,
boy. She would have to slip up on a dipper to get a drink of water.
See man, that's woof. Yeah.
She's beautiful to somebody.
That's right.
There you go.
And somebody somewhere.
What made old Milwaukee famous? They're saying we got a huge issue in Mississippi. I don't know why. They're saying that abandoned cars are causing issues. You want to know why? On the side of roads. You know why they're saying that?
They didn't have no plug-in out there where they run out of energy.
Out of fuel. Actually, it's because of people not paying attention to the road. You know how you'll run off just a moment off the highway? They're saying that abandoned cars are causing wrecks because people are hitting them going down the highway.
So let me get this straight.
When is this happening?
I run out of gas or I break down and I'm the problem because my vehicle's off. You ran off the road to hit the car.
They done a study, Greg, and they're blaming somebody else.
Who paid for this study? And that's what's wrong with our country nowadays. Which I agree, you don't need to be parking all the time. Fella can't help breaking down every now and then.
That's right. It's Mississippi Department of Transportation.
If it's hanging out in the road, I get it. That's a hazard. If you're across the white line and you get hit, dude, it ain't your fault. It's the moron what hit you.
That's right. 100%.
Yeah.
But we live in a world of let's blame somebody else.
Exactly.
It can't be my fault.
Well, we need to move all these mailboxes too, because they're causing too much damage to cars. That's the same principle. It's off the road.
Where was I at yesterday? I think I was somewhere in Clark. It was in Clark County as we were passing through. Somebody ran over somebody's mailbox. I saw it.
Yeah.
County Road 350, if I'm not mistaken.
You're talking about blaming somebody else and pushing the blame. Have y'all seen where Texas, after the hurricane came through, and they've already gotten the governor's doing a big study for the power company? It's been 2 days, and y'all know it's hot and we ain't got no power. Why hadn't y'all got power? It's been 2 days. We were 7, 8, 12 days without power because of Katrina.
Oh, yeah.
It's 2 days. 2 days. You just had a hurricane knock all your wires and poles down, and y'all are upset and crying because y'all are 2 days without power. Well, why?
They're upset. I've seen it in every headline.
If you smell salt air and you got your feet in the sand, you're gonna get hit sooner or later. I'm sorry. That's because
it's part of it.
You should prepare ahead of time. Leave.
We just lost 3 pounds of hamburger meat in the freezer because we didn't have power. Well, duh.
Generators.
Yeah, generators. I mean, that's
there. You got. They sell them every day.
Yeah.
I'm not, but you different areas, to be prepared for certain things.
Like here, it's tornadic activity.
Yeah, exactly.
Storm shelters, they're the greatest thing when storms come.
Yeah.
And most die-hard beach-living people know that, hey, we liable to lose all that. Don't put grandma's clock out because it's liable to be gone.
And if you live in that area, already have your pre-cut plywood for your windows.
That's right. Or they got the shutters now that you just flip over and screw them to the house.
They say with this new age of people, electric generators won't work without power.
Well, it's like if you're up north, you got a snow shovel.
I can't believe we need help. All this snow is on the roof.
Yeah.
Well, let's see. You live in Michigan.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, it's a similar.
It's very
part
similar.
Of it. We all have our.
This is the first time I've seen this in the state of Mississippi this summer. West Point, Mississippi, already enacting a burn ban. So what happens there could easily make its way down to the Meridian area in East Mississippi. So don't be burning up West Point right now. Burn ban in effect up there.
Gets dry every year this time.
It does.
It can rain today and tomorrow it'll be dry. The way this wind's blowing, I mean, I've done this for 29.75 years.
You and Smokey the Bear.
That's right.
He is.
Greg paid them off not to do the burn ban before July 4th fireworks.
That's just an accusation. All you got to do is be careful. I mean, there are going to be people that's going to burn responsibly.
Yep.
And they get penalized when people start hollering and they put the burn ban on. So everybody do what you're supposed to. Have a water source handy. Don't leave a prescribed fire till you know that it's out.
Correct.
And do what you're supposed to, because it really handicaps the prescribed burners that are trying to get stuff ready when they put the burn bans on.
That's happening. Another thing that I see, and a lot of us travel to the coast. We head that way. Moss Point, Mississippi. Y'all know where that is?
Yeah, it's up north.
That's
West Point. Moss Point.
Moss Point's the beach.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to let you.
He's got a bubble in his compass. Leave him alone.
Yeah.
That's why he was late to the wreck the other day.
Yeah. No, it was chicken stuff everywhere, and it was, I'll get there in a minute.
Moss Point, Mississippi. Be on the prepared for this as you go down there, installing cameras that they're trying to cut back on the amount of police officers that will mail you a picture and a ticket. Y'all be ready for that. Technology is headed to Moss Point. In most cases, and y'all know this, it ends up being where the city gets sued over this, and it ain't worth it.
Well, that's why I go to L.A.
They have issues with this all across the nation of people getting these, and it ends up being lawsuits, and the city ends up having to pay millions, and it ain't smart to do this. Pay attention to what's happened in other areas of the U.S.
Yeah.
Just saying.
I don't go to Moss
law.
Point, so
I don't either.
it's fine.
Yeah, Odie don't. He didn't know where it was.
See?
Let's see.
The high sheriff, Todd Kemp, said that's unconstitutional.
And I agree with that. And it's been proven time and time again. And Moss Point needs to pay attention. Apparently, you've got some board members that have voted something in that.
Well, what about Florida? You run by one of them little toll booths and see what happens. Yeah, unconstitutional or not, you're going to get a letter in the mail.
Well, they're not getting you for speeding. They're getting you for not paying a toll.
Oh, okay.
But sometimes, and y'all know this, to save time, they're going to send it to you anyway.
Just see if you'll pay it.
Just because you get it. If you're in a hurry and don't want to stop, keep going, and they'll send you a little $2 charge.
Yeah.
It's actually
sort of like a parking ticket at downtown Meridian. It's a suggestion. We'd like for you to pay it.
I'm not going to worry about it if you don't.
Yeah. Dylan Ray went to Washington, D.C., and I got like 6 in the mail, and he goes, well, I didn't know what they were. He does now.
I thought it was coupons.
He'd never seen one in Mississippi.
That's funny.
We'll be right back. We got more on the way here. Scotty Ray.
More?
More. You ain't getting out of here.
On overtime, no.
Downtown Meridian is thriving with a fresh look, and now it's getting a new neighbor. Toyota of Meridian is now open under new hometown leadership. We're bringing automotive knowledge and experience home with a focus on improved customer satisfaction and all new pricing. Toyota of Meridian is excited to serve the Queen City and exceed your expectations.
I'm Trinard Rush, and I want to invite you to Toyota Meridian, where hometown pride.
Are you looking for a job that could last a lifetime? Structural Steel is hiring now. With employees that have been there from 20 to 40 years, they're family owned and operated since 1975. Competitive starting wages, a 401k package, and great insurance. Immediate openings on the day shift and night shift. From entry-level helpers, welding and tacking, grinding and fitting. And the list goes on of job openings. Start your future today at Structural Steel. Call 483-5381.
Our local headlines are brought to you by the Rock House Gun and Pawn.
At the Back Porch, we're bringing families back together for fun, food, and all the things you love to enjoy around your home. Every event starts with a great grill, great cookware, and accessories. Add in some locally sourced meat and dairy, along with frozen vegetables and casseroles, and over 500 brands of spices and sauces. Relax in our chairs, swings, day beds, and have fun with our cornhole boards. From coolers to trailers, we have everything you need. When you see the big chair, you've made it to the Back Porch.
That says we got to hit the button once again. Welcome back. A big thank you to Dr. Alan Brown for dropping by. Don't forget, that's going to be happening tomorrow, 10 a.m. downtown at the Railroad Museum, a little play. A Venezuelan play.
Vega vet.
Drive your Vega down. If you still got one, feel free to do that. It'll take place at 10 a.m. $5, is that right, to get in?
$5 for adults, free for
Five?
children.
5 adults. Kids are absolutely free. Drop the youngins off. Go get you some ice cream somewhere. They'll enjoy it.
Stay tuned for more advice from Scotty Ray.
It'll be a lot of fun. Don't forget, this weekend is going to be extremely hot as we look at temperatures on the heat index side going somewhere around 110 over the weekend.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be warm.
There's chances of afternoon showers each day, about 40% over the weekend, and that will increase. It's going to be hot. There's no way to deny it.
And that makes it hotter.
Yeah. And I always say this, and I do mean this. Check on the elderly. Make sure.
And animals. Ain't nothing I hate worse than that. If you chain a dog up, first of all, I got a problem with that.
I do too.
But make sure they got water. For God's sakes, it is hot, people. Make sure they got water in shade. You set a metal pan of water out in this. You could do laundry in it in an hour. I mean, come on.
Cephas probably has his own little personal AC.
He does, and it feeds it ice. First of all, he ain't going outside to begin with without a cap and glasses. But take care of your animal. I mean, even Bear, you need to get Harold a fan.
Yes.
We've talked about it.
All of us are sincere over this.
Yes.
As you ride around, it makes you want to and you can't go on somebody's private property. No. But I'm going to tell you, it gets under my skin to see that poor dog chained and can't get anywhere.
No
it doesn't
shade.
have anything. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's horrible.
And I see it in town.
Yeah. Old people, little children, and pets, you better look out for.
Yes, sir. For those who can't, we do.
That's right.
All right. We need to do some birthdays there, Odie. Who do we have?
Golly, I guess it is. We can't go by the clock, like Scott said.
Scotty Ray's going to get one to wear around his neck.
Let me see here. Greg, do you know what Flavor Flav looks like?
Who?
Yeah, right.
You don't know what he looks. This is going to be fun.
This is. Let me pull up. And he is a huge Trump supporter. Yeah. I mean, he is like, I'm voting for Trump. I don't care what nobody else does. Here's a picture of Flavor Flav as we pull him up here. This is Flavor Flav. He wears clocks everywhere he goes. This is in the early days, I think, right there, when they were bigger. His clocks have shrunk since then. There he is back in the day with a bigger.
With that purple, the big one.
There you go. I don't know what Flavor Flav sings, but he is quite.
It's not on your station.
It's not on my station.
It's not on your station.
No, you didn't get that.
But I am not kidding you. He is like in Trump's corner going, I got to make some money. Y'all put Trump in. He's different there.
Whatever floats your boat, buddy. I mean, I'm sorry.
He will never know what not be without the clock.
You know what he does do?
What's he do?
He wears that clock all the way to the bank going cha-ching.
Yeah.
He does.
I'd wear me a clock too.
I even saw a picture with him wearing a Grammy, holding a Grammy. I guess he won one.
Was it his Grammy?
That I don't know. But he got to watching that Vikings show. Do you remember when that was real big on Discovery Channel, Vikings?
No.
He got to watching it so much he wore one.
Wore it with a clock, didn't he?
He did. He's different now.
All right, let's see here. We got David Keller's 58 today. Kim Baker, 39. Michelle Whittle's having a birthday. Iris Buckley's having a birthday.
I didn't write that one, I promise you.
Yep. Let's get that down there. Because her sister, we got to get in line here. Casey Culpepper, 38 years young today. Dennis Hopkins having a birthday. Tom Tucker, happy birthday. Michelle Parks, 45. Ashton Griffin will be 5 years old tomorrow. And then Anita Cockrell Sharp's having a birthday. And Hagen Scarborough's having a birthday. So let's sit right here and hit this here
Hey,
go button.
Odie, I forgot one. Tuesday, Mr. Charles Compton was 87 years old, and I let that just.
I can't believe you did that.
I was busy. I owe him some gumbo from Doc's. I'm gonna take care of him, but.
And then we've got
87.
Mitchell and Marjorie Reeves' 50-year anniversary.
Wow. That's a
man. That is awesome.
fantastic.
And our winner today is Ashton Griffith, 5 years old tomorrow.
All right.
Happy birthday. Hope you have a wonderful day.
Yes, sir. I can't thank y'all enough for coming in and playing trivia today. And
I loved it.
She's not even said her famous quote.
I'm really not coming back. I will not be here.
You're going on vacation, right?
I know. It's not vacation. I'm going to
She's representing us.
Yeah,
Milwaukee.
What made Milwaukee famous?
It was made a loser out of me.
it.
That was good. That was just good stuff there.
Oh, man.
Julia, thank you. We wish you safe travels, and we'll be hearing from you reporting live from the Republican National Convention
May
in
your
Milwaukee.
broom fly straight.
You need to turn it off. I'm done with him.
Dr. Alan Brown was in with us. We thank him as well. And Odie, as we get ready to depart, I'm going to let you handle giving us some good advice
going
today.
back. We're going to go to 2 Timothy 4, verse 18. And the Lord shall deliver me from every evil work, and will preserve me until his heavenly kingdom, to whom be glory forever and ever. Ooh, there's only one way to the kingdom of God, and that's through Jesus Christ himself. Bring him into your heart. Change your life today. Man, it's Friday. We'll be back in about 71 and a half hours or so, getting close to it. I hope y'all have a wonderful day. Stay tuned for some news coming up. Looks like Meridian.
We got a
fire going on.
Let me turn this around. I just got this in, and I'll hold my phone up to this. This is some form of fire in Meridian. That's let me get that straight. There you go. We're just getting this reported, so if anybody happens to know what this is, get this to us, and we'll get the information out as to what's happening in Meridian.
So stay tuned for that. Till then, have a wonderful weekend. Have a safe weekend. Remember, the main thing is we love you. Have a great
The Scotty Ray Report is brought to you by our following partners.